Satanas, lovely living people, and welcome to, I'm sorry, what? An Unofficial Ghost Podcast. My name is Lizzie.
And my name is Sabrina. And both of our brains are so full of stuff, and we can't wait to share it with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, what is this about? Who are we, and what is Ghost?
Who is Ghost? What?
And how is Ghost?
How? Whomst are the ghosts? This is...
As you can probably hear already, it's not our native language. We're actually both from Germany.
I'm from Bavaria. Okay.
Okay, not Germany.
I just want to make this clear. No, okay, kidding. Yeah, we're both from Germany.
Yeah, so we're both like German-speaking people, and English our second language. So whatever happens, whatever we say, bear with us. Yeah, we also record this episode in German, but the English-speaking market is like huge. So we decided to do this in English as well. Yes, now that this is out of the way, what is this?
It's a podcast.
Good.
Yeah, where two people talk about stuff, and we have a lot of stuff to say because our brains are so full.
Yeah, and probably not much will make sense.
No.
But we'll try.
Yeah, because it doesn't even make sense for ourselves. So we thought, okay.
That's why we're doing this, because nothing makes sense in our brains.
Exactly. And we were like, okay, why not make other people suffer as well?
That's correct. So yeah, this is a podcast about Ghost, the band Ghost. No ghost hunting will happen with this podcast.
Woo!
Yes, so what is it that we're going to be talking about? We will be talking about all things Ghost, everything revolving around the band Ghost. Maybe the history, maybe the lore, a little bit of music as well, I think.
Yeah, but not like some lyrics.
Not like the interpretation stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's not what we're going to do. We're not smart enough for that.
No, I hate the damn.
Yeah, yeah. I think we can talk about how this idea came to our minds, to do this podcast a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my God, how did it start? Like, I was listening to a podcast, and yeah, it was an interview by Tobias, and he said something about Jack the Ripper, and all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, it all makes sense. Copia is and so I send you like a voice message or something? Like, it felt like hours. It was just like, oh my God, yeah, and this and one thing came to another, and I don't know, like theories started and
research started.
Yeah, like days and days of just like thinking about all the possibilities of what happened so far,
pages
and what will happen.
Pages of like documents written out.
Yes, and at one point we were just like, you know what, we have to kind of share this with people so we can get it out of our minds. Yes, and make others suffer as well, and get input.
Yes, exactly. That's where that's why we're doing this, because we need input, because we don't no one knows everything about ghost lore, ghost future. So we need input to basically so that we can combine all our theories, maybe make it make sense. Hopefully, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. So now that is out of the way, I think we might want to talk or explain what is Ghost, because people are like, who is Tobias? What are they talking about?
Exactly. Like, what theories? Like, who? What? Copia?
What are we doing here?
Why Jack the Ripper? Like, what the fuck? Yeah. So,
yes. Would you like
explain.
Should I start? Okay.
No. What? Yes. Do it.
So,
who is Tobias Forge, and why is he?
And why is he Tobias Forge?
Yeah. And why? Why the ghost, and why everything?
So, to keep it very sweet and short, Ghost is a Swedish. Well, it used to be like a metal band only. I read this very sweet word of Baphomet pop a couple of days ago, which I think describes Ghost perfectly. They used to be like a metal band. Yeah, it used to be a little bit harder back in the day, I think you could say.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be a very theatrical band with the theme of they are a satanic church trying to take over the world by singing with their music.
Yeah. And singing with words and luring people into their church, basically.
And I think I made a mistake. I said they. They is like it's not correct. It's incorrect.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to correct that.
Yeah, Ghost isn't aren't they? It's Tobias. No one else is Ghost. Just Tobias. Yeah. Tobias is the singer. He's he writes the lyrics. He plays most of the instruments on the albums. He doesn't play the instruments on stage though. That would be like a little too much.
No, he doesn't? Oh my god, like
such a multi-talent, isn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, no, on stage there's like other people called the ghouls and the ghoulettes. They are masked, and so is Tobias on stage. They are all wearing masks and like little costumes. Tobias is dressed as a pope.
Yeah, a satanic pope.
A satanic pope, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
This must sound like really weird for someone that doesn't know who Ghost is and has never seen like any picture of them or something. It's just like a guy dressed as a satanic pope or wearing a mask. Like what? What?
I can Google it.
That's a weird ghost they're hunting. No, but yeah, exactly. The nameless ghouls. I just want to clarify that in the future, like we do not want to talk about like who is behind each nameless ghoul. Like we're not going to talk about their real names or private lives or whatever. We also don't plan on talking about Tobias's private life because why would we?
This is about Ghost. This is not about Tobias.
Exactly.
Well, no, but I mean, I think maybe we'll mention other things he did in the past, like other bands, maybe other projects. I think, but we're not going to talk about the private person that is Tobias Forge.
Yeah, exactly. I mean that's what I meant. Yeah. So but like we will refer to the nameless ghouls by their fan names, so to say. Because it's just easier to say like, oh yeah, Soto this or Rain that and Phantom woo instead of like, yeah, you know the one with the guitar, yeah, but the one that does the and not the
other guitar one.
Yeah. So yeah. That's that.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I think it will also be very confusing to people. Like I mentioned, a satanic pope, and he's dressed as a satanic pope. I didn't mention anything about that. There is a lore within Ghost, and I think the lore is going to be a huge part of this podcast.
Oh yeah. I mean, basically, it's the reason why we
yes
we thought of starting it. So
yes, I don't want to talk about the lore too much right now because we will do that in the following episodes. But I think it's like crucial to talk a little bit about what's going on with Ghost. The front man for Ghost has always been a Papa. Papa is I'm still not sure. Is it Italian or is it Latin? I'm still not sure. Let's say it's.
Yeah. You keep on talking. I'm gonna Google it.
Perfect. Okay. So while Lizzie is googling what Papa, like what language Papa is, well, it's Pope, no matter what language it is. Yes, it's always a Papa, starting with Papa Nihil back in the day. He was he the first Papa? Like the very first? I don't think he was.
I mean, well, looking back now, he must have been, since he's the father of Primo. But
yeah, but there were Papas.
The first Papa that ever went on stage and stuff, and from the first demo songs and everything, that was like the first, like Papa Emeritus IV. And yes, it's Italian.
Perfect. Okay, so Pope is Italian for no, Papa is Italian for it's Italian for Pope.
Yeah.
So the
Papa Popoca face Papa Popo Papa whatever.
This is going to be what's going to happen in the podcast. We have.
I think people will start to realize like why
we're called. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, exactly. It all makes sense.
No,
already.
No, nothing will.
No, like
the
title.
Sense,
yeah, the title makes sense. The rest won't ever.
That's right. So anyways, let's say it started with Papa Nihil. Papa Nihil was the very, very first front man for
like
Ghost.
In the lore, yes.
Yes,
in the not lore, in reality.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It started officially started with Papa Emeritus I, also called Primo, whatever you want to say.
Primo.
Yes. And currently we're at Papa Emeritus IV. So you might think what happened? But what happened with number 1 and where's number 2 and 3?
Nobody knows.
Neither do we.
So no, actually we know.
We do know, yes.
Partially we know. So we know about Primo and Secondo, but not Terzo.
So why are there other papas? It is
because
said that
old and rancid. Because they're old.
Yeah, old and ugly as fuck.
What did Nihil say in the chapter? He's like, oh god, when he was farting in the car, and then he was he has to take a shower later. What was it that he said? What was the word?
I'm
a little bit ripe. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They were old and ripe and had
not like a good wine though, more like
no.
bad milk.
No, more like old people ripe. Yeah.
Yeah. So Papa Emeritus I, number 1 Primo, wasn't as successful as the clergy, it is called, wanted him to be. He was not as successful to bring Satanism to people. I think that's how you could say that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the clergy decided, okay, that's enough. You need to fuck off. And he did, and number 2
he fucked.
Off he fucked, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
and off he fucked, and there came Secondo, Papa Emeritus II. Who also, I don't know, wasn't as successful as they wanted him to be, so they brought in the third.
Number 3, Papa Emeritus III, also called the beloved Terzo.
Younger than the other ones.
Yes.
Sexy.
Younger, more flamboyant.
Mm.
Yes, he was the very first really successful Papa.
Mm.
He won a Grammy for, I think, for Cerise, right?
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure about that.
Let me Google it for you. Wait.
I know that. I know it. Trust me. I do know that.
Okay.
Yes, but also Terzo's Papa number 3's time came to an end. They still didn't think he was as successful as they wanted him to be. And on the scene came no other than not Papa, but Cardinal Copia.
No.
Our beloved.
That's my Cardinal Copia entrance song.
We're very, very huge Cardinal Copia fans.
Oh.
When he was still in his cardinal era.
Phase. When he was pre-surgery. Oh my god, that sounds so...
Yes.
Everybody that doesn't know...
People are like, what the fuck are these two girls talking about?
What is this? Like, why is anybody having surgery now?
Yeah, we will do like episodes for every like I think for every single pub. I'm not sure if there's like so much to talk about Primo or Secondo. We will definitely do the episodes about Terzo and Copia.
And Nihil, your favorite.
Nihil, yes. Oh, Nihil. Yes. Yeah. So was it Cerise?
Yeah, it was. Okay. You were right. Yeah.
Of course I was right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, hello. You sure it was right? Yes,
I was at Cardinal.
Yeah. Me too.
Would you like to say a little something about?
A little something. Oh, about his surgery? Yeah. No.
Especially about that.
Okay, so yeah, we were like, oh wait, what? Cardinal Copia. See, like how distracted I get like when I think about Cardinal.
We're Copia. So fucking ADHD ridden, and you will like probably.
To be honest, like at this point, if people are still listening, they're either also like ADHD or they're just like insane. I don't know. Yeah.
So thank you.
Which basically goes hand in hand. So. No, but also, yeah, Cardinal Copia, who wasn't part of the bloodline, or isn't, or and that's where it's like,
yeah, we'll talk about that in another episode.
Maybe. Well, it's said that he isn't part of the bloodline, or it was said. Yeah, Nihil says that. And since Nihil was still around, and Papa, I don't even know why. Like, why were there other papas before Cardinal, even though Nihil was alive? But Cardinal was just a Cardinal. Question. Like, why? Whatever.
That is a good question, though.
Exactly. Or maybe because he wasn't part of the bloodline and only, like, the people of the bloodline can be Papa. I don't know.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
Hello, I'm Nihil. No.
Let me write that down. No. Yes.
Yeah, yes. She can do a very good Nihil impression. I have to block her after this.
Like it's getting too good at that point.
This will haunt my dreams. But yeah, and then in Mexico, what was it like? What year? 2018?
Yeah, yes, I think it was 18. Yeah.
Yeah. So a gig in Mexico. Was it Mexico City? I have not no idea. Quite sure. I'm sorry. Okay, like first I should say that during one song there's always like a little act where Nihil comes like on stage and plays his saxophone solo. And
they roll him on stage in this casket.
Yeah, they do that now, but before, like they just help him walk on stage, and I think what was it called, like the breathing, the mask, like for his air thing. I don't know. Is it
the
oxygen mask thing? Exactly. Yeah, this one. Yeah. People will know what I'm talking about. Like,
no one
drop
knows
it in the comments and no, don't. And
it was it just says it was in Mexico.
Okay.
Oh, no, Mexico. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. Mexico City. It was Mexico City. Okay.
Okay. Well, good. And like on this gig, they also brought him in or like helped him on stage, and then he played his solo, and it seems like he died.
Yes,
or he did, and this was the moment when then there was no Papa left, so Cardinal became Papa. And now we have like Papa Emeritus IV, which is Cardinal Copia, but like no Papa Copia or Popia, how people say, which I do not feel that. But to each their own.
Yes, so Papa IV is the current Papa that's actually on stage.
Yeah, exactly. And if you've noticed there is like a recurring theme of like things changing, especially the papas.
Exactly.
So
it has to happen again at some point.
Yeah, it has to, because like Popia is getting older. You can see that.
It's like insane.
Yeah. And he likes change. That's like weird. That's also like a really, I mean, I don't want to like, say that this is 100% like sure thing, but like we strongly assume that he's on the neurodivergent side of life.
Like
maybe
somewhere on the spectrum, maybe just a little bit.
Which is
I mean, he said that his like autistic kind of autistic brain. I mean, it could kind of.
And also
we don't want to assume, of course.
No, but I also like last time I read somewhere or like I saw something where he said in an article, like, or like in an interview in an article, something like being on the spectrum. So yeah, most likely it wasn't the first time, but still, like, we don't want to like say like, oh yeah, he's autistic. Oh, like we don't know.
That's not going to be us. Yeah,
but it's just gonna, like, let's say. Then it's like funny because at one hand he says like, oh yeah, I like routines and I like when things are the same and it has to be like his way, but then he's like, I need change. I need everything to be like, oh my god, the unexpected. So, like, kind
maybe
of.
that's his little like sadistic side. He just wants us to suffer.
Yeah, but then again, I feel that
he gives us something, and we're falling in love with it, and then he's like, no, okay, that's enough, and then he takes it.
Yeah, and then we're like
over and over again.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, what what we want to say is like, we can basically count the days on Copia's life, or like the Copia the way he is now. We don't want to like say that he's going to die for sure, but something will happen.
Something will change, definitely, and probably at the end of this tour. We're recording this at the end of July 2023. The US tour is about to start, I think, in about 20 days, something like that. And after that,
wasn't it like the 2nd of August? Wait, I'm gonna Google that for you. You keep on talking. Yes,
I will do that. Yes, there will be concerts after the US tour. There will be Australia, I believe, and South America. Something has to happen.
Yes,
may be at the end of the US tour, maybe after. I think the last one is in Brazil. I'm not. Wow, we're so good with this.
No, in Australia. October 7th. Yeah. And the tour, like US tour, will start on August 2nd. So in about 10 days.
A little over a week. Yeah.
So yeah, whatever.
Why did I think it was 20 days?
I don't know.
Goodness. Yes. Anyways, so we don't want to like overly talk about the theories right now, but I think we could maybe scratch the surface of two of the biggest fan theories as to what's going to happen with Papa, Copia, whatever you want to say.
Yeah. Do you want to pick one, and I'm gonna talk about the other one?
Let me pick the Terzo one.
Oh, Terzo. Yes.
Yes. So, theory number one. Of course, they're like. Oh yes. Before we talk about that, I want to say something else. Just because we are mentioning theories, like, and maybe not maybe, but we will talk about the things we found out, the things we researched in the following episodes. It does not mean that only our truth is the truth.
Yeah, because our truth isn't even the truth at all. Like,
yes, no one knows the truth. Like,
yeah,
I think no one does. Yes. So, if you have other theories, we will get to that later. Wow, that was a mess. Anyways, Terzo.
Yeah.
Theory number one is that Papa number 3, Terzo, is going to come back as Papa 5, maybe?
Did we even like talk about what happened to Terzo? Like, people will people not knowing what happened would be like, I mean, most likely not listening anymore.
He
but
was
still,
he
but
was
still, like,
pulled
yeah,
he was pulled off stage at
yeah,
a concert in Sweden.
yes,
But we didn't see what happened to him afterwards. He just
yeah,
got pulled off stage by two men from the clergy, I guess. And yeah, no one really knows what happened. Like, there are these magazine photo shoots floating around where Cardinal is holding Terso's decapitated head.
mm-hmm.
But I mean, you know,
It could be a mask.
it,
No kidding.
well, it is. It
Yeah.
is. First of all,
Yeah, but yeah, like up till this day, there's no clear like sign that like he's dead or alive. Like, I'm gonna say it again. It's like Schrödinger's cat. It's just like Schrödinger's Terso. He's like both alive and dead at the same time. Dad. He's a dad as well. No, he's not. He's a daddy, but not a dad. He's. Are you still with me here on the Terso Daddy game? Yes.
like
No?
my body is.
Are you
My
dying?
mind is.
Okay. But yeah. So we don't know for sure. Like yeah, there are like even like little, I don't know, like not hints, it's just like in your face where it says like
Yeah, it's like very obvious hints,
yeah.
signs, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to say too much, but there are these little videos on the official Ghost YouTube channel where the lore basically around Cardinal and Papa 4 is explained, but they're like it's not subtle. It's like quite obvious signs that Terso is still alive.
Especially also the small note in the video game, or not really game, in the browser game, where it says like there was no autopsy or something like that. So even there they say like just nobody knows. Basically, they're like he could be still alive.
Yeah, and there's like this little note that says their spirits can be brought back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So
exactly.
that's so obvious. Like they want, like, but maybe that's Tobias' mind. Maybe he wants us to think.
Of course he does, because he's a sadistic little fucker.
Yes.
Fucker. I'm sorry. Like, while I
love you,
that, I'm like, I'm sorry, Tobias. He's not gonna hear this.
We wouldn't we wouldn't know each other without him, and we wouldn't do this without him.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Tobias. Yes, I think I didn't we mention that they're all supposed to be brothers and half brothers.
I
said maybe like
we mentioned like the bloodline, so
yes, sure.
So they're all brothers.
Yeah, brothers, half brothers. And people think that Terso is going to come back and maybe have Copia number 4 killed. Maybe. We'll have him pulled off stage. We'll have him we'll get him out of the spotlight. And it's like he's like the actual heir.
Yeah.
To the throne.
I don't want to think about Cardinal. Like, I mean, I know
we're thinking about Cardinal all the time.
Exactly. It's not like, I know it's not Cardinal Copia anymore, but still, like, whenever I think about Copia dying, I think about Cardinal dying but he already died for me, kind of, because like I just can't like bring Copia and like Papa and Cardinal, like it's just like two different people for me. Like my brain doesn't work that way. Whatever. So yeah. So this is like one theory, right?
Yes, that's number 1.
Yeah. Okay. And the other one is like nothing's gonna happen with Terso. He's just like gonna stay wherever he may be.
Stay dead, stay alive, whatever.
In his box. Which he technically is. Like whatever. Kind of. The other theory is like that Copia will become the Antichrist.
Yes.
But then, like, last time we had like a little talk, and now I feel like weird even like saying that, because like, yeah, in theory basically he is already the Antichrist because like whatever.
Is it Antichrist or Antichrist?
I'm gonna say Antichrist because I'm a German and I'm gonna say Antichrist. Listen, baby, here, hello. So, Copion may be the Antichrist. Marked for sacrifice. No, whatever. No, no. Yeah, the Antichrist, the Antichristus. Okay,
yes, that's perfect.
He's gonna be the Antichristus, and I don't know what else, but I mean there are signs like which you could
some are obvious,
like,
some aren't.
Yeah, it said that Copia has like a tattoo on his chest, like 666, which is the number of the beast, and oh my god! And
I think we're talking about Satanism all the fucking time with Ghost. Like, it's
yeah,
like, of course he has his tattoo. Like, it's not seen on him in like person, but they're like
yeah,
pictures
yeah,
on stage.
exactly.
Like, I think the stage background. It's there's this. There used to be this background of an almost completely naked Copia and this tattoo on his chest, I think.
Yeah. Exactly. And
like there aren't as many signs like that's like proving this theory.
Yeah.
There are more hints
towards other theories, basically. It's also like I don't know, like yeah, this would be like a third theory, kind of like, because it's kind of like the one with him being assassinated, where they kind of like dropped the hint towards like the Roman Empire not story, because like it's history, Caligula and stuff like that. So that's also, but not that many people I feel are behind this theory, because I guess it's just like most of the fan base that isn't like delving into this whole lore thing and like researching everything and reading different versions of the Bible and I don't know, they're just like, oh yeah, Teresa is gonna come back, or he's the Antichrist, I want to see this or that, and but whatever. So yeah, there are like many more theories, and we're gonna dive into all of them like in separate
we're going to
episodes.
solve this. We're going to solve this riddle.
Yes,
we will be the two women.
Hopefully we will solve this before Tobias decides to do whatever.
Yes. Either of the theories. Like, I don't want, like, I think if I had to choose, I would like for maybe a little bit of both. I don't want Copia to die.
No.
I also don't want him to become the Antichrist, I think.
No. I was like, oh my god, imagine they both like go on stage, and then I was like, wait, how? how would Tobias just like be two people at the same time?
He would change costumes and masks like within seconds.
Yeah. Or he's gonna use like the new technology of just like projecting images.
It's like a hologram?
Yeah, he's gonna be like himself, like he's gonna be I don't know, whichever he feels like that day.
He says Copia, and there will be like a torso hologram who actually like goes down on the stage, like maybe interacts with the audience a bit more, like Teresa used to do back in the day.
Yeah, and then they're gonna be like, because it's gonna be pretty obvious that it's a hologram. So, and then they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it's like I don't know, like an image sent from hell. No? Yes. With that sound effect, by the way.
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, I'm Teresa. I'm sent from hell. Ooh.
It's just going to be so cheaply done.
I swear to God, if Tobias is going to listen to this, which he won't,
please do a hologram. Thank you.
He will steal our ideas, and I swear, if I ever hear him be like, ooh. No.
There will be lawyers involved if that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just know that, Mr. Forge.
Yes.
Anyways, enough with the threading. Yeah, so I think that was the like tumor theories. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm just still I don't know, my mind is just like, what?
Yeah, I think we talked about like the major things, I believe. What we didn't really, what we,
Yes.
wow, this is a mess.
I don't care. I think it's really funny.
the Tesla hologram with the woo.
No, everything. It's just like this whole first episode is just like amazing, and it has to go down in history.
The German recording wasn't that much of a mess.
No, but it also wasn't as funny.
No.
Maybe was it? No, it wasn't. So
we made some
there you go, guys.
like some like little inappropriate jokes about Neil and I. I'm not sure if you remember that, but you did.
Did I?
You did. Anyways,
okay.
Yes.
Which one? What did I?
I can't remember. You did say something. I'm not sure what it was though.
Something about I don't know.
I don't know.
Next
Anyways, what we'd like to emphasize is that we do also have social media. Yes. And this is going to be like this is not going to be like, oh, please follow us, like give us a like. Like this is not what this is about. We need you.
Okay.
That was weird.
No, not at all. We need your input. That's better. No kidding. No, just like if you have any like suggestions for like theories, or like if you have any additions to like our theories, and you're like, oh wait, I heard this and that, and now this whole theory would be like completely different, just like you can message us on Instagram, or you can send us an email if it's going to be longer, or you can do whatever.
Yes.
That's
if you're like, maybe you're very educated on a specific topic that we're talking about in episodes, like if you're very
educated, studied theology.
Yes, perfect. If there's like
oh my god, please, yeah.
If you are the Pope, please.
So, who's the current Pope?
I have no idea what his name is.
Is the last Pope that like did actually retire? Oh, Francis. Pope Franciscus, Papa. Oh my God, languages, all of
Pope
them.
Francis.
Papst Franciscus.
Yes.
So how many is this?
Why would I know?
I don't know.
Anyways, so if you're a Pope, if you're the Pope, or if you,
if you're a Papa,
if you're
please
the
drop
Papa,
us an email.
If you're the Papa, fucking message us.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, if you like very educated on, I don't know, on religion, on the Bible, if you're educated on maybe the Holy Roman Empire, or if you're just like us and you have a thought in your brain about ghost anything, please message us. Not only like with the theories, but if you are maybe interested in talking to us, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
If you're if you do fan arts, if you're doing cosplay,
yes,
and you maybe want to talk to us, please send us a message. We would love to have guests over here because we are not smart women. and we would love to get educated on anything revolving ghosts. Yes, so please send us a message. And if you just want to say, oh, thankfully someone's doing a podcast about ghosts, like if you have any positive things to say, shoot us a message. If you have any criticism, shoot us a message. We would just love to hear from people. And I know that there used to be, I think I found 2 other ghost podcasts, but they were more about the music part of ghost.
Yeah, like you mentioned, just like the lyrics, like analysis.
We're not going to analyze.
I know. Well, so enough of anal stuff. Yeah, no, like seriously, like if you have anything to say,
anything at all, if you just want to say hi, just say hi.
Do it. You gotta do it. What you're talking about.
Exactly. There will also be like in the description down below. I think we'll upload this to YouTube definitely. Spotify, I think so too, and then everything else like maybe iTunes, BookBeat.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you can upload podcasts to Audible.
I don't think so. I'm not sure, but yeah.
Yes. Anyways,
we'll figure it out.
Yes,
in the next few hours before releasing
this.
True.
That's true. In the description down below, there will be like the links to our official social media and also to our private.
Because there's also like unofficial social media of us already. No kidding.
Yes, yeah. So our private Instagram accounts will be in there. So maybe you want to see a face to this mess.
You have a face.
I do, sadly.
Oh my god! My brain is just like I just want to say it's like past 1 a.m. and this is like how my brain works. Just like for clarification, just I don't know.
We're running on caffeine and wild ass thoughts
and Swedish vegetables.
Oh, I was a little bit afraid about what you were going to say after the word Swedish, but well, here we are.
Vegetables. What else am I going to say about Swedish?
Nothing. Okay. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the first episode, right?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, I do think so. Yeah. So yeah, if you enjoyed the chaos, you're welcome. It's gonna be like that all the time.
Yes,
it's gonna be. And I just want to say that thank you.
Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for listening to us in English, because it's going to be it's more of a mess because it's in English.
Yeah, but
if you do understand German, watch the German one as well. for all of our sakes.
Yeah. There might be like some other jokes.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Some more like German jokes, which are so funny.
Yeah. Ha ha
ha. What a fucking mess that is. Anyways, I don't think we've talked about that. Like, the episode number 2 won't be too far in the future. Definitely not. We're planning to do this. We're planning to do this very regularly.
I'm gonna just like say it now, and I'm gonna be like, we're gonna do it like on a weekly basis.
I sure hope so.
Have to do that now.
We're so motivated. We can't.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
You know
about
what?
That.
You know what, girl?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say it here.
Oh my gosh!
You heard it here first. We're gonna release this episode on a Sunday. So what if we're just gonna say like every Sunday? Sunday, bloody Sunday.
That was so brave.
I know. Sometimes I'm just like
talked about that.
Sometimes I'm just like that. You know, I'm just like
so do it. So straightforward.
Yeah, you like that?
I kind of do, to be honest.
Should I talk in my nasal voice? Oh my god, no. I can't even.
Why why are we so inappropriate in English?
I don't know. Because it's funnier in English than it ever will be in German.
Yes, and it's not as cringy as it is in German.
It's like a huge ick in German.
Oh.
You'd be like, oh yeah, you like that. Okay. I hope you guys like that.
I did.
Yeah, I know. No kidding.
Okay, I think we should end it here.
Talk to you guys next week, and so yes,
next week on Sunday.
On Sunday. Okay. Yes, next Sunday. Bye bye.
Thank you for listening. Bye bye.
Bye.